Cool.
How's everybody doing?
Tired, but good.
Same here.
I'm ready to retire. 25 is old enough. All right, I think I'm done.
It sounds like you've worked enough hours for somebody twice your age anyway.
Yeah, hopefully only a couple more years of it, and then they'll let me go out of this role. You never know. Oh, this is a dev meeting. I love this. Christmas.
Hi, what have I missed?
Hey, Jason.
Hello.
I feel like I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Busy.
Last Monday, at least.
Yeah, it would have been about a week.
I don't think I talked to you in the last staff meeting, too. I think it was the director's meeting before that. It's been a long time.
Yes. Okay, have I missed anything, or are we still going?
We
We're
just
just
started.
Might as
Okay.
well start off with that question from Dragon Lady. I am open to the idea. I don't know if I want one vote point for one Emblem of Frost, but I'd be open to putting it in there. What do you guys think?
What's the idea?
Put Emblem
Putting
of Frost
emblems
in
of
the vote
frost
shop.
in the vote shop.
Um,
What exactly did it get you?
I don't see
Does
any
it-
issue with it.
It gets you. I'll show you.
I'm just
It can
wondering
buy
if
you.
that
I'd probably throw it under as a promotion though, and put a time limit on it.
does it overlap with donation gear at all is what I'm wondering.
Technically speaking, it lets you buy tier 10 stuff. You can spend them at like the ICC vendors and such.
Yeah, so
I'd say it's end game.
Yeah, but you need quite a few of them. So that's why I'd say we wouldn't do one vote point, because then everybody would just have everything. But
I would
Yeah.
just, if it is something that would overlap with donation, we might want to make sure Bobby's on board with it. And what would the price point?
well, we've been trying to, for the past couple months, make sure we bridge the gap of donation, versus vote shop, and kind of give, people an opportunity to do both, so we're not a pay to win, because we want to stay away from that imagery. So that might not be an awful way to do it if we can come up with a good price point.
And maybe for a promotion, like Jason said, not an all the time thing. I don't know.
Or that, yeah, either or. At least, having them in there so people feel like they have an opportunity to gain without donating. Leave the donating to the impatient people. Just a thought. I'm open to discussing it more. I think we should discuss it on Friday when Bobby's here. But I'm open
Yeah.
to it. I'm not shutting down the idea of that, for sure. All right, operations, go for it. Your turn.
Just gonna make a note of that real Anything else from Dragon Lady or Fuzi?
I didn't get anything. Sorry, more time. I'm hungry.
Solitude or Dune, you guys have anything? Else?
I just messaged Dragon to see if she had anything else for us.
Cool. No worries.
I didn't mute my mic. That's awkward. I'm listening to my fat ass eating food.
Ray would like to update that he's eating something extremely creepy.
I would like to update that I got Peeps on sale from after Easter, and I am munching on them very much so.
Peeps?
Oh, those are my childhood favorite candy. They're fantastic.
I got Peeps too, but they're not the same kind.
My favorite part is how Peeps decides to try and sell them as healthy because they're only 28 calories per chick. But as soon as you look at the back, they're like 60 grams of sugar. But anyway, whatever. I digress. She has not responded, so I don't know. I can venture to say we'll move on, and if there's anything else, I'll just add it to the doc just in case later on. I had just seen her on IRC. That's why I mentioned it. But
Jason, what's going on with dev stuff?
hey, Jason. Let's do this because this is fun. Martine, what did you do this weekend for dev stuff?
I can elaborate. No, sorry, Jason. Now you had your time. Now it's my turn. What I did for dev was this weekend, I believe, no, it was just yesterday. I checked all the possible achievements that you can have within the game. They are for Noble Garden. They all work. That's what I know. So no
Cool.
fixes necessary there.
I saw you made a fix somewhere in I can never find it again. The takedown Tether quest. You fixed
Oh,
that
yes, true. Yeah, that's in Terramore Island.
one. Okay.
Yeah,
Jason is walking.
I'm here.
What's that sound that you make?
Heading to the car. I'm not at
okay.
home. Yeah, my phone might die, so if I do disappear, that's why, because it's on 10% battery.
Well, then let's make your start quick, Jason. I know
Yeah.
you've been doing a lot of chat stuff. You want to kind of elaborate on that stuff?
Yeah, so we've got some new features coming in. Not all of it's been finalized at the moment. I still need to speak to you, Yaza, and probably Dune. But the main points, bloody radio, main points will be game accounts and Discord accounts will be linked. They have to verify from the website and Discord now. Sean's got a little guide put together for that. It needs converting to the KB article, and we probably need a blog post going up. With this, Sean can correct me if I'm not wrong. The faction bot is ready, and he's been working on the other side of the Discord bots to go in. We also have it so it can. It's going to be granting possibly the member role, and it might change some of the ways Discord's going to work for us in that matter speaking. But I need to speak to everyone about that one.
Cool. We get notifications now too.
Yes, support tickets now you get told. Everyone who was added to support tickets, I've already set you up to get alerts and already linked your accounts hard-coded at the moment. So as soon as this system's gone live, you can link it the correct way and it'll show in your account that you've linked it, so you can then dislink it at will instead of having to go through the database. I just did it for testing purpose and to get alerts out at this moment in time. The way the sport tickets worked, if it's FAQ to somebody, then that person will only get the FAQ. If you don't respond to your FAQ within, I think I said it's 2 days, it's going to do a global staff alert saying a ticket's been left for 2 days without a response from its staff, with tagging the admin team to find out why it hasn't been responded to. And any ticket which isn't FAQ'd, which pops in and is longer than X days or whatever, will also show on as a general staff alert by flagging the appropriate departments.
Nice.
We can still so we can still tweak it, but that's live now. It's just the Discord linkage. I've got to just push the website part. I've done all the Discord side of it.
Talk about full Discord integration.
Yeah, it's not far off actually. But with this as well, I added some new commands to Discord. I can't remember if they've gone live yet or not. You might have seen it in the debug channel where it'll do staff roles. I think one of them was guild roles and member roles. Anything in the member roles list will auto grant to a count which gets registered. All the staff roles will get marked as a staff account, and all the guild roles will get marked as a guild. The idea would be the website can handle the guild integration and auto assign guild roles to the guild members so they can access their guild channels based on the registration of the count to the Discord. That's the type of idea on how it was going to be integrated. But I haven't done the guild side of it yet. I kind of needed to get with them to work out exactly how you wanted that to go, but that's what all the groups are there for. So, yeah.
We can talk about that on Friday if you want, or sometime this week, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, so I'll be home in probably about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So if anyone wants to go through it, I can go through it in a bit more details then.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about it today, but we can talk about it the next day or two.
Yeah, not a problem. That's kind of what I've worked on. other than the Trinity update coming in, which I didn't get around to pushing live, so that's still pending. I'm hoping to get it done tonight, tomorrow, soon as the population hits that dead point where I can restart and do a backup of the server. So it'll be a 20-minute downtime to do it. So once that hits that point, I'm going to do that. And I think that's everything from me. Not if I've missed anything, Sean.
I think that's it. Oh, the other thing that I want to put in the recording here is Dexterous is going to be helping you guys out with bug testing. So I'll be meeting with him in the next couple of days. I need Bobby to set up a meeting with him, or I guess I can just message him myself. I'm a big boy. I could probably do it too. So I'll be talking to him, getting him kind of set up in the process, and that'll kind of help you a little bit more time. It'll kind of like help you out with quests and achievements and stuff and testing them. So that maybe will make your life a little bit easier. You kind of have your own little minion. And then obviously for Jason, when you're doing the Trinity merges, he can cross-check those for you when you're done as well. So I'll be meeting with him this week.
Awesome. I had one more, mainly a question, probably for Dune more than anything else. Do you want any of the forums to alert moderators of new posts being posted in the forums or anything like that?
That question
Oh,
is
yeah.
for who?
Probably Dune.
Simple and to the point. No.
No, but I can't see chat either, so thanks.
There you go. The answer is
No
no.
Okay.
I guess outside of
Okay,
that.
shall I?
Yeah. What's up?
Shall I add my pieces that I did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I did indeed fix the cannons for the last quest in the quest line where you have to take down Tether. That's in Terramore Island, the big monster coming from the sea. You have to click on those cannons. That is now, or should be working once the server gets restarted though.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. I can test that one myself since I am playing with a character on the server and I am in that quest line. I found it bugged, so I had to fix it.
Okay.
Another thing is more for something you may remember I did 7 years ago, I think for Naval Corps it was initially. That is for having the possibility to enchant custom items. I made a fix for that at the time. And Jason asked me if I could try and re-implement this in the current core. And that's what I've been busy with today. I believe it's working now. Locally only, so I need still to commit it, but first before doing that I need to test it locally, but not sure how to test it really, like what should I test it for? That's a question to you, Jason, if you may, after this meeting, somewhere after this meeting, elaborate to me what I can do to test.
I don't know if Jason caught that or his phone died.
Well, you make a lot of noise also, maybe he didn't hear me.
His headphones are hypersensitive.
Oh, okay. So he should have heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did someone shout me?
Mm-hmm.
Bloody I-beams.
Martin wanted to know about how he can go ahead and test the item disguise feature.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. After this meeting, should not be done here. I guess.
Yeah,
but-
I'll catch you then.
Okay, thank you. Another thing that I have committed, and I think that's a few days earlier, and maybe you have noticed that I found an issue within the core coming from Trinity directly about in the a water issue. To keep it really short, the core had like two states, above water or underwater, and I realized this core the game has three states. It's like touching your feet with the water is neither above and neither below water. So different spells or auras were removed wrongly. That's where the druid aqua form got corrupted, which is corrupted at this moment until we got restarted, and where before other kind of spells were broken. This should now be fixed after the new reboot. That's it.
Goodness gracious, everyone's bullying me. I'm sorry. I'm making noise. I'm done eating. I'm going to the car. And no, I did not bring. Actually, I had enough for one for every person. So to be entirely fair, yes, I did have enough in class. I no longer do because I ate 4 of them. The water fix was a big one. We could probably submit that to Trinity if we wanted to, Jason.
Yeah. I don't see why not on that one.
Can't hurt. Get our name out there a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else, Martijn, or does that about sum it up?
Before sending it to Trinity, though, I would love to test it further. So maybe their Dextrose comes in handy, or someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
that's fine.
test it. I mean, it's your fix, so however you want to handle it, it's fine.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anything from the dev side? Does that about cover that?
Oh, I did do one other change to the site, which might help management or whoever's doing support tickets. All emails sent from the website are now logged, and the status of an email being sent is also logged. The screen isn't in the website to see yet, but it will be by the end of. I've just got to push.
Let's see.
I don't know if I broke up then, but yeah.
No, we got you.
No problem. So yeah, so when you it'll actually show you the content of the email it sent as well. So if someone's got sent the verification code, you can actually resend it and stuff like that. So a bit more, yeah, more management side more than anything else, like, but it might help you.
Every bit adds up.
Yep. Starting to
Okay.
get a full system again.
There is one question. There is still one question on the development still from my side, which is more like we have this Google Documents and kind of stuff that has been tested. I can't really see when it was tested last time and confirmed, since there have been quite some fixes from Trinity. So are these also going to be tested still? And then secondly, my second question would be more like there are different things broken in quests or NPCs or and other stuff. And there are also requests for new stuff to be created within the core. Well, what I am missing as a developer is like a wish list. What is on the top of the list? Maybe someone can think about getting that done. Something like, for me, to always get number 1 fixed.
Sean, that's your area.
Sean.
Pass the book.
mean, I think it would be fairly simple to implement a system of dates for when bugs were tested and last checked. I mean, that's as simple as a new column. But in terms of priority, I mean, I couldn't really tell you. I mean, I think that's, yeah, Sean.
If he's not got anything, I'll get with him when I get in about 5-10 minutes, and we'll work something out.
He's typing.
Ah, okay. I'm really not used to being on my phone in Discord. It's just so weird.
Pain in
It's
the
not
ass.
as handy
Now
as-
you know how I feel. I don't think I've ever been on Discord not on my phone.
Actually, talking on my phone but reading on my computer.
I do that.
No, that
every
would
now and
work.
Dextros seems to know the game mechanics, so I think when I talk to him this week, I'll see if he wants to kind of be in charge of like what he thinks is priority, or we'll have like a column that'll like be like Dextros's model priority, and then if we get other bug testers, we can have like bug tester B's ideal priority, and then I'll like, you know, based off that, you say, all right, if 3 people put this at number 2, then obviously this is pretty important. So we could do something like that.
And this whole Shadowmourne quest thing, shouldn't that be like on number 1? Or,
I would
why
put
not?
that at number 1, probably. Everybody, the first thing that people ask about Wrath of the Lich King private server is Shadowmourne working? So, you know, that would be a huge selling point from a marketing standpoint if we can get that out and fixed. It's a big deal, from what I understand. It's not an easy task, but
It probably wants just retesting again because it was fixed. It was broken with the last Trinity's updates. Can't remember which one it was now off the top of my head. And we've pushed a load of updates since then, so it could have been fixed again.
I can tell you, I've been testing that quest line for a bit part now, and I have come to the point where you have to go to Professor what's his name? Puticide? Professor, and I believe that's the one that I need to kill now.
God. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know which one you mean, yeah.
Well, maybe with someone else who knows a little bit more how it works in game, and maybe can test together also. Maybe I will head to Dextros again for this.
Yeah, I can't remember which one on staff now went through that quest. Must have a...
I believe it was one of our long lost friends from the Battle Master team.
Are we no longer doing bug tracking through GitLab like we originally intended?
Yes and no. We don't want to give all of our bug testers access to the GitLab. So what our tentative plan was, and basically was, we have a Google Doc where players submit the bugs. We have the bug testing team, who aren't developers, go through and confirm them. Once they're confirmed, they get moved to the Git. Once they get moved to the Git, then the developers will approach them as open issues. That's what we wanted to do, because we didn't just want to give bug testers access to our Git. Even the issue section, they don't need to see what we've done in the past necessarily, and so on and so forth. Just adds a layer of security.
Right. Just GitLab has a lot of these functionalities already pre-built into it, like priorities and deadlines and different comment sections and stuff that would really benefit the the bug testing progress. And
Well, let me ask you, Rich, then, do you want to kind of help me get that a little more set in stone as a process and kind of narrow it down, and we can talk about that?
Yep.
Like a project. Cool. And we'll get together someday this week. We'll start up a private chat, you, me, and Sean, and we'll like discuss that process, and we'll kind of continue to update it and make it more efficient that way. We'll get all the devs involved. We might as well do it in development chat, and we can kind of rework that all together.
Sounds good.
Does that sound good for you, Martin, if we kind of rework that system a little bit? Make it easier for you to understand?
Yeah, more like also that you, at one point, that you may know where I am working on, if I'm working on something. Also, I would like you to know that I am not really, I'm not able to spend a lot of private time on this. So I really need to scrap those little pieces of time I have to do something on the server. And when I do so, I can try to work on the number one. Meaning the other moment I am not working on this, maybe another developer could maybe fill in. So it would always be nice to have a piece of communication where may I be busy with, and yeah, and so forth.
Yeah, GitLab is great in supplying that medium between the developer and the bug testers. So I think that would solve your problem.
Sounds great.
All right. We'll work together on that, Rich. We'll get a plan set in place, and then we'll get the Git properly situated so that it'll make everybody's life easier from a bug tracking standpoint. We'll work on that this week.
Cool.
Progress. Lovely. Speaking of progress, that's kind of what I do now. So let's go to server progression and try not to crash in rush hour Miami traffic while I read off of my phone. Marketing. Basically, we're not doing all too much yet. I was meaning to get with Bobby and get the Facebook. We need to get the Facebook video done ASAP. That's kind of where we're at right now. We're kind of at a standstill until we can get our Facebook video done, or video in general, so we can go out and market that through the social media platforms. That's kind of that situation. I mean, every now and then I bump our threads on the forums that are around. I know Rich has done the same thing. He bumps them every now and then as well. We need to, Isabel, you and I need to pre-plan some photos and posts and stuff. I would like to do that at some point soon as well. Again, it's the presence is important, but if we don't have the traffic going to our page, it doesn't matter really how much we post. So we need to get the traffic to our page higher, hence the Facebook promotion, email promotion. We'll come up with a fancy name for it eventually. But the Facebook aspect of it, where we take all of the 300,000 emails and target that audience with advertisement. And until we get that in motion, posting on Facebook will only have so much benefit. So I really think that that's a priority for this week, is to get that in motion. So from a marketing standpoint, that to me is the most important thing. That's what I want to focus on this week from a marketing standpoint. Server progression, no new server suggestions. Remember, you guys can post server suggestions as staff through that thread. The Google Doc is pinned in staff chat, I believe. The other thing that's now on the list is talking with Rich about getting the Git set up more effectively and efficiently. And then that's actually it for me. We're going to try and plan another town hall soon. We're going to promote it a lot more in advance, as Dune has suggested, because that clearly will be a much more efficient and effective way of doing it. So we'll try and give 2 weeks notice for everybody. Date will be determined this Friday when we have our heads of staff meeting. So anyone have any questions for me on any of that? I know I kind of did that quickly. I'm just trying not to crash my car right now. So. Let's see, I haven't checked chat yet. Nope, no one has anything else for me.
Don't think so.
All right. Does anyone have anything else for anybody? Questions, comments, concerns? How's everybody's day going? Happy Tuesday. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I missed my turn, son of a.
Tired. Tired I am.
That it? Meeting wise? Oh,
Meeting
no?
wise,
All right.
no. One comment. Nice to hear all your voice.
We're very happy to have you back in any capacity we can, Martine. You have no idea. You've already been a huge help. So we're happy to have you back.
You're welcome.
Definitely.
So we'll continue.
All right. Well, I guess that's it then.
All right. Yeah, meeting adjourned. We'll start discussing. If you want to do me a favor, Rich, and kind of get together like an idea of how you want to do it through Git, and get that to me, and then we can kind of go over it and make sure it'll work, and then we'll implement it.
Sure, man.
ASAP. Sweet. All right, everybody, have a great evening, a great rest of your week. I'm here if you need me. Isabel's here if you need her. Jason's here, but don't bother him if you need him. PM me. And outside of that, cool. Yeah, have a great day. Bye.
See you later.
See you guys.
Bye.